Good Sunday, December 13th. A lot of heavy rain moving through as early as about 4 a.m. for the Sacramento area. And we're going to continue to see that heavy rain through the morning and even through lunchtime. After that, becoming scattered showers and then eventually a little bit more heavy rain into the evening. So really just on and off again, heavy to light rain throughout the day. What we're seeing with this, as soon as it starts approaching about 3,500 feet, we're looking at slush, ice, and then eventually snowfall at 4,500 feet. A winter weather advisory is in effect till 4 a.m. on Monday. So a lot of these areas already seeing very wintry conditions out there in terms of ice, snow. The roadways are bad, a lot of spinouts, cars off the roadways we've already been seeing this morning reported. So a lot going on here. Now, couple that with some of the winds, and now we're looking at some whiteout conditions for some of the higher elevations through the Sierra. We'll continue to see a lot of this wet weather overnight into tomorrow morning. This is bringing in as much as about a foot of snowfall for dawn or echo. Could be even more snow at localized places, much higher places like ridges. Tops could see as much as even 2 feet of snowfall. Last, and looking at anywhere from 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. Carson Ebbets about 1 to 1.5, and then Sonora looking at 12 to 18 inches. So a lot of snowfall on the way for most of these spots and through the passes. Again, we'll see this through the early morning hours of Monday. Now, heavy morning rain does continue, and then again, like I mentioned, scattered showers. But we're looking at those strong winds. That's going to make it very difficult to drive out there, even if you're in the valley, and let alone for the high Sierra, Truckee, South Lake Tahoe, with whiteout conditions for a lot of places because of that blowing snow. And we will see that winter storm warning and winter weather advisory in effect throughout the entire day Sunday into very early Monday morning. Here's what we see happening. We have a low pressure system that is continuing to bring in a lot of that moisture for the Pacific Northwest into Canada. And that's what we've been seeing with system after system for the last month, except it hasn't been bringing us much moisture in terms of rainfall or even snowfall. The most we've been seeing is really the corner here along the coastline of Northern California into the Shasta County area, Siskiyou Mountains. Now what we're looking at is that this cold front is starting to drag up some of the atmospheric river here. A lot of moisture off the Pacific that's starting to be pulled up into the system, and now that's contributing to more rainfall, more precipitation for Northern California into the valley and the Sacramento Valley. Take a look at this. We're seeing some very heavy rain at times with that yellow and orange, a long line here that's pushing through as we move through the afternoon. So this was early morning into the mid-morning hours around 9:30 a.m. We're seeing some strong lines of rain here from Yuba City all the way down through San Francisco. It does advance and continue through areas of the San Joaquin Valley toward the foothills, and we're still looking at a lot of that heavy snowfall. Now, as we start to get to about 2 o'clock, take a look. We're starting to see a little bit of a break here, a little small breaks, and even offshore a little bit of sunshine, but we do expect mostly cloudy skies, and although we will be light around 2:30, we do expect occasional moments where we see some heavy rainfall moving in, especially for areas right around Sacramento, into Placerville, areas of Auburn, down to Sonora. We see heavy rain as we start getting to 8:30 p.m. Most of the rain moves its way down to the southeast. And this is where we start to see the snow totals really starting to add up, because take a look at how much area is starting to span. You start to see the snow level here dropping down even toward the Arnold area where they're getting some icy mixture. They may very well see a little bit of those snowflakes coming down. Sonora getting some iciness, maybe a bit of hail, and then Yosemite, we're also looking at a lot more of that snowfall. Now, as this moves through overnight, we will see areas of fog into the early morning hours Monday. That could also continue into Tuesday morning with that fog. Otherwise, we will start to see clearing after Monday's fog does move through. Now, we're looking at rain totals. They have been varying. Originally, we thought maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain, half an inch to an inch. Now we're somewhere in between that. We're looking at 0.63 for the Sacramento area by Monday morning. You could also expect as much as a half inch to about 3/4 of an inch for most places up to Auburn on 80. And then look at Placerville. They're approaching about an inch of rain expected into Monday night. Jackson about 3/4 of an inch. So it really is varying. Stockton, Tracy area looking at 1/3 of an inch of rain. So we get these moments where we get the heavy downpours, and that contributes to more rain in the bucket. And then other areas where we're just kind of much lighter. So it's really just dependent at this point in time on where some of the heavier rain cells start to move their way through. Now we are looking at a lot of snow on the way. Like I mentioned, as much as about a foot, even a 1.5 for most spots. And then the winds aren't going to make it easy on you, whether you're in the valley or through the high Sierra. We're looking at blowing rain and blowing snow. About 10 to even 15-mile-per-hour winds. The gusts could get as high, look at the green zone, 20 miles per hour to even 30 miles per hour in the yellow. And then we move throughout the day. Things start to calm down as we get into Monday night. So most of the big wind event does happen through the day today and into Monday through the day around lunchtime. So we are looking at winds still continuing a bit on Monday. Mostly cloudy skies turn partly sunny through the midweek, but take a look at this. As we start getting to Wednesday night into Thursday, we are expecting another system to move in. That'll bring a little drizzle for Thursday morning. And then we see a little bit of a break again. And by the following weekend, about Sunday into Monday, we do have another chance of another system arriving with more showers in terms of rain and snowfall.